Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here, and welcome back to another episode of This Week on iRacing, the series that gives you all the information you need about the most popular upcoming races on iRacing, quite simply, for the week of the season that we're in. Now, I'd actually like to start off this episode with an apology. I've waited for as long as I can, but unfortunately, there's still no weather update on the Fuji Hour, which is where I basically wanted to start this week's episode. So we have a special event this weekend, which is the Fuji 8 Hour. It ran last year. I think this is the second year of it running. Now, usually what happens on the UI anyways, you normally get some sort of information about Fuji or a special event on the Monday, which is today's date. It is a Monday today at the time of recording this. You normally get it about midday, the day before, sometimes even the Sunday, a week before the event. But we've still not had anything. I've been checking the forums all day. I've checked the UI. Still no weather update. Now, to try and get past this, I had a look at doing a test drive, put the right date and time, and I went through the weather, and chance of rain was none, but if you regenerated it, sometimes it went up to 30%, sometimes it went back to none again. So, weather-wise, I wish I knew. Unfortunately, I wish I knew, but time's running out, and I need to get this video out, so apologies if the weather information is out of whack. Now, I do fully expect this event to have rain in it because the poster has a picture of a Corvette GT3 with wet tyres on, so I do fully expect rain, but it's just rather frustrating that we don't see anything anyways. But yeah, this is a special event. It's the second year running as a GT3 event only. The GT Sprint and the GT3 Fixed is also running at this track, which is the Fuji International Speedway. This is the one that with the chicane, okay, so you will be running the chicane for this one. I'll also post a bop on the screen now if you want to see the bop. And remember, iRacing has the right to change what this bop is until a few days before the event. So this is the initial bop. Might change, probably will change by the time the event occurs. So yeah, it's Fuji. It's an 8-hour long race. Not sure on the weather as of yet. So track temperature wise, unfortunately, I couldn't tell you because it's just a little bit all over the place, to be honest with you. But like I said, GT3 Sprint and GT3 Fix is going to be going here as well. There'll be a GT3 Endurance as well, if you want to do the shorter 3-hour version of the special event this weekend. All of them with no chance of rain, which again kind of just does indicate that we're not going to get rain, but who knows? I'm sure people would like to actually practice with a little bit of rain, but doesn't look like we're going to get that. But yeah, anyways, I think that's all you need to know about this event. It's GT3. GT3 class only, no LMP2s or GTPs or anything like that. Done it last year. It is a bit of a fuel saving fest from experience, so do bear that in mind. Not sure what car is going to be particularly strong here. Again, depends on the weather. I wish I could give you more information than that, but yeah, fingers crossed it'll be a good event, and hopefully we'll have lots of participation, and hopefully you boys and girls enjoy it. Alright then, now we've got the special event out of the way, let's talk about a few other races that are happening this week. We have IMSA going to Suzuka, so we've got the 45-minute open IMSA, the 35-minute fixed IMSA, and we have the 6-hour endurance race here at Suzuka this weekend as well. Now, the sprints and the fixed say 0% chance of rain. The endurance says 25% chance of rain. Now, I've had a look at the forecast, and let me tell you, during the actual race, it should not rain at all. At all, it's 0%. It's actually before the start of the race. It's around 50% chance of rain in like practice and quali, and then the race, it kind of just drops off completely. So I do expect, especially the 6-hour race, to start in the wet like it is right now on your screens. Now, for IMSA Open and IMSA Fixed, I'm not quite sure yet because I don't have access to that data, annoyingly, but for the 6-hour I do, and this is basically what's going to happen. Do I think this to happen for the IMSA Open and IMSA Fixed? I don't think so, but just do bear in mind there is a chance, okay? If I had that information, I wish I could tell you a little bit more, but at the moment, at this time, the forecast is that it's going to rain before the start of the race, and then it will stop basically as soon as the race is about to begin. So yeah, do look out for that. There is a 25% chance, but that 25% quickly drops to 0% as soon as the race is underway. So yeah, wouldn't worry about it too much. Now, because of the weather, The track temp is going to be considerably low, mid to low 20 degrees for this race. Like I said, going to be a wet start. So to be careful, I think tyre choice is going to be absolutely key here. So do make sure you check the little info tab on your iRacing UI to see what the actual track conditions are, whether it's very light, wet, dry, anything like that. Do keep an eye on that. You'll probably get a good idea during quali and practice anyways. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the IMSAs this week, and the 6 hour as well. Should be a lot of fun. I don't know how busy it's going to be, because obviously I think 90% of everyone on this service is probably going to be doing the Fuji GT sprint races, if I'm being completely frank. But yeah, if you fancy a bit of multi-class action, Suzuka is your place to go for this week on iRacing. Next up on my list is the Falcon Sports Car Tyre Challenge. I absolutely love this series, and I think it's a popular series out there as well. I think lots of people really enjoy this multi-class racing. So we've got LMP3s, GT4s, battling out around this circuit, the Red Bull Ring, for 30 minutes in this multi-class race. Track temp-wise, mid to low 20 degrees. Again, it is November now, so expect tracks in European regions to be around this temperature for the next 3-4 months, really. I don't think there's going to be a massive variety in track temperature. Now, it is the Red Bull Ring, so of course your number one enemy here is not actually the cars, it's actually the off tracks. Now, they are quite generous in terms of how wide you can go, but still, regardless, every time you go here, it's just an absolute SR killer. So do be wary of that. Culprits are turn 5 and the 2 last corners as well. They are an absolute killer, so do be wary of those. But I'm sure you all know that already. No chance of rain in this one. Now, this week currently is Elgato with a 67% chance of rain, but this one's 0% chance of rain. So, yeah, with rain basically not being in this series for this week, and I think being at the Red Bull Ring, I think this will be quite popular this week. It will be a good, fun combo. I think multi-class here with LMP3s and GT4s will be a lot of fun. It'll be fast, it'll be frantic, it will just be, yeah, it will just be absolutely brilliant, I think. So this will be popular, I do believe, and this is something I'll definitely have to check out during my streams during the week, because, yeah, could be a good place to gain some IR, but it could be a very, very bad place to lose some SR, so do be wary of that. But yep, that's your Falcon Sports Car Tyre Challenge series this week. It's heading to the Red Bull Ring. Okay, next up, we have the Porsche Cuppy, and the Porsche Cups are heading to VIR, Virginia International Raceway, one of my favourite tracks on this service. It's a free track, and it is absolutely bloody brilliant. It's not everyone's cup of tea, because if you go off here, it's basically game over with the grass, but it's an awesome track. I absolutely love it. It's like a roller coaster going up in Sector 2. It's just absolutely fantastic. The long back straight as well. You can have some really, really good racing here, and the Porsche Cups are a lot of fun. Now, obviously at the very top, shall we say, of this circuit, the Porsche is going to struggle. The Porsche is really going to struggle with lockups, so do be careful of that. And, of course, talking of lockups, we are at VIR. You're going to struggle with lockups into T1 as well. So, tips for this week is, honestly, just be so careful with lockups. And when I was on about the where you can lock up, it's actually this section of the track here. So easy, just lock up, go deep, go off there, and then your race is done. So, do be careful of that. Now, there's no chance of rain in either the open or the fixed, so you don't need to worry about that. So all you people that don't like the rain, especially combined with the Porsche Cup, you will be absolutely relieved. People that actually like the rain in the Porsche Cup, I'm afraid there is no rain for you this week. Okay, now track temperature wise, we're looking at mid to high 20 degrees. I'm expecting probably like 27, 28, potentially 29 to 30, but I don't think they'll get that high. So tyre wise, you should be absolutely fine. I think the Porsche Cup tyres seem to hold on a lot more than recent years. The new tyre model on the P Cup means they do actually last quite a bit longer than what they usually did. But yeah, that's where the Porsche Cup is going. VIR should again be some good numbers, I think. It's a free track, good car. What's not to like? Now, before we end this episode of This Week on iRacing, just want to give a quick mention to the Ringmeister series. The GT1 cars are going to be heading there this week. Now, I absolutely love the GT1 cars, and I highly recommend you give this a go, because the GT1 cars are absolutely mega to drive. And looking at the open formula stuff, doesn't look particularly great, I'll be honest. The F4s are going to Detroit. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be particularly great. And then the Super Formula Lights as well, they're going to Jerez. So, yeah, don't think it's a particularly good week for open formula stuff. But anyways, hope you've enjoyed this week. As always, if you did, hit that like button. Please do consider subscribing. And I'll catch you for next week's episode. Take care. Ta-da.